everyone back for the final lesson. Sandra Watts and my partner,
Misty Angelique.
I don't know what side she's on. And we are here to give you one of the most important trainings today that you will receive. And Misty is going to take it from here.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to share screen. And while I'm doing that, I want you guys to really be excited because this is some exciting stuff, okay? With Facebook ads, you have the ability to grow your business, to scale up, to get to know a whole new interface of internet marketing through social media via Facebook. So if you do not already have an ads account, you want to go to business.facebook.com and set that up. And what Sandra and I are going to do is we're also going to post links on this particular page for you to have access to understand what is Business Manager, why do you need it, and so forth, okay? But again, it's business.facebook.com. And once you're there and you connected and they ask you all the personal information, your credit card information and things you would need on that page, just to secure it and make sure that it's you, then you're all set and ready to go and it's already connected to your business fan page, okay? So you get to your ads account, either business.facebook.com, or once it's connected, you can just go here and you click create ads, okay? Once you go here and you create your ads as it's pulling up, this is considered the ads manager, okay? This is where you have the interface, like the dashboard of all the ads that you have created within Facebook. Now, this is one account that I pulled up, but as you see, it depends on how many accounts you have. You go here and you hover over and you have the option to click on whatever ad or whatever account that you're looking to post an ad for, okay? So you'll find that right there. Now, here's the exciting things. Don't let this screen overwhelm you, okay? Because I'm going to break down what's important and the basics that you need to know and understand how to build a simple ad. I want you to keep in mind that Facebook, there are 3 points to remember with Facebook marketing. You need your copy, your ad copy, which is your text form, okay? You also need the creative side via picture, video, whatever it is that you're trying to market. And then you also need your target market. Who are you trying to reach? What do they like? What are their interests? What geographical area that you're looking to target, okay? Once you have those 3 things, you are all ready and set to go. So this is where we start, right here on the screen. Now, if you see, these are your scrolling tabs. It's going to walk you through beginning to end to create your Facebook ad. Now, right now, we're in the screen where we would call this your objective. Now, what is your objective and what are you looking to do? I will also post, along with Sandra, 3 or 4 areas that we think you should focus on right now, especially being a beginner, okay? When you look at conversions and things on this side, it gets a little technical, and we talk about this more in our advanced training because this is where you get pixels involved. In every Facebook page or your ads manager account, it has a pixel. A pixel is a code that is connected to every action that's taken with an ad that you have running on Facebook. So it means it tracks everything. If website clicks, conversions, whatever you're looking to do and track, it's important that eventually you have that because it helps you to scale up or back on what's working and what's not working, okay? So we're not going to get into that right now because, again, it's in our advanced training, but the 4 areas we want you to focus on right now are video views. Video views could be used for people to know more about what you have. Traffic, brand awareness, and reach. Those are basic ads that you could start running right now to gain some traction on your Facebook page, your product, or your service, okay? So for this particular one, I'm going to go with, let's just say, traffic. And I'm going to pick traffic, and what's going to happen is it's going to ask me to come down here below to name this particular campaign. So what I'm going to do is keep it simple. So let's just say today's date, we are, what is it, 11/7, November 2nd, traffic, okay? Now keep in mind, depending on the number of ads that you have running, you can be really specific, but just keep it really, really simple for you, okay? So now if you look to the left, you see now we have, here's where we are. Now we're right here, and it's taking us step by step. So here's the next screen on the placement of what we're going to be doing. If you look to the right, you will notice that here is the broad audience right here. And as we start narrowing down everything, you'll have the ability to see how many people you're going to reach based upon the demographics, who you're looking to target, their interests, and so forth, okay? So what we're going to do is scroll. You really don't have to deal with this if you have a website. This is pretty much going to walk you through in the next tab below where you're going to put your link. So this is why website, typically traffic is always website. So now we're going to go here to an audience. Now, custom audience is this. Remember I spoke about a pixel? So this again is more in the advanced training. Custom audiences, like I have custom audiences for people that may have already taken action, or they clicked on the website to find out more information, but they didn't complete a transaction, or they didn't submit their information. But basically, Facebook algorithm, they already captured them in that audience that I've created. So I would then have the ability to either retarget them and keep them as an audience. So you have an opportunity to create that. But again, that's in our advanced training. So you can leave this blank for now. What we're going to do right here is focus on the location. So we're going to build our own audience right now. Okay, so for those of you that are beginners, this is where you would start. Okay, so let's just say I have my top 5 countries that I like to go in, and you have to keep in mind what is it that you're offering, and then you want to make sure that you're in that right market, because obviously you want to make sure the currency and all of those things are within your reach, okay, or their reach as well. So let's just say we're going to have we'll go with New Zealand. We're going to go with Canada. My computer is freezing just a little bit. We're going to go with Australia. And keep in mind that if it's not indexed, and most are, it's just Facebook hasn't added that yet. But typically when you're going into the locations and or below with the targeting, you're going to see exactly what I mean when it comes to being indexed by Facebook already. And then who else? Let's say we're going to go with US, United States. Oh, it's already up there, actually. Let's take that one out. We can go with United Kingdom. And that's good for now. We can add more, okay? And as you see over here, you see it's thinking, it changes your estimated daily results, okay? So this is going to tell you how many people daily, an estimate of how many you're going to reach, and then it tells you about how many clicks you're going to have based upon what we put in right here. So now let's go to the next section. And I always go a little bit above 18. I mean, me personally, when it comes to business and buying products, I like to get people that are really focused in and they know exactly what they want. Not saying 18-year-olds don't, but it's just a little bit more of a likelihood when you reach getting out of those teen years, you get a higher result. However, you can go lower when you're looking to trend more, but that's just a side note. So I'm just going to go with 21 to 65. And then I'm also going to go with all, meaning men and women. You definitely want to put English here for the preferred language. And then this is where you have fun with the detailed marketing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what am I trying to say? I want to put in here, because the picture, I'm acting as if this is live. So the picture I'm going to post is going to be something that is, I don't know, motivational. So let's stick with motivational. So here, I'm going to target people that are of, let's say, Jim Rohn, maybe. Then we're going to go with, it's not clicking. Okay, Les Brown. Let's go with Steve Harvey. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing this. And as you notice, when you put their name in, it shows you here, see, interested. How many people are interested in him? 9 million over. And each one has a number as well, okay? And as we're adding to this list, we're then going to go down, and that's just 3 for an example. Let's just do my girl too. I like Joyce Myers. Let's do Joyce Meyer. And then now what you can do is expand the audience, or you can narrow the audience. You can even exclude certain people. So what happens is Facebook now is going through my list of suggested interest. So that means what I'm targeting are people that are interested in this market. So again, as you notice, you see the link clicks went down. Now you're narrowing down from the geographical market to now people that are interested in what you have to offer. So you can save the audience. Remember I spoke about, once you have that audience, you can save them and use it as a saved audience. For this case, I'm not going to save them. I'm just going to keep going. So now we're going to go with placements. It's always recommended, and you also have a link when it comes to the automatic placements as well, because this will really help you understand why you want to go with what Facebook is recommending, okay? It's always the best option. They know their system better than us. So you can go to edit placements, but trust me, you want to just go with automatic placements. Leave it here. It's recommended. If you get cheaper return, for your buck, if that makes sense. So right here, you can have a choice to, your daily budget would be $20 starting now continuously, or you can set a start or end date, okay? So if you set a start or end date, then you get another window to pop down, and then it says here you're going to go from November 7th to December 7th. That means in 30 days, you'll be spending $600. It's always good to go with $5 a day, and I'll explain why. $5 starting here. If I had the marketing budget to market what I want, I would not start off to say I want to put $200 in an ad. Let's just say, for an example, there's an ad that costs, or I start an ad for $200, but I'm still trying to understand the market. More money does not mean you're going to reach more people, because you don't know if if people are going to respond to that ad or not, okay? So you want to make sure that you test it first. And when you test it, you will be able to begin to see $5 throughout a span of maybe one day, or $10 to $15 in the span of 2 to 3 days. Because by the end of 2 to 3 days, you will be able to see how much you spent, how many actions were taken with that $10 to $15. And if you have less money that was spent with a lot of actions, the chances are that ad is really, really good and it's working for you. So then you have the opportunity to scale up. So again, rule number one, if you have the marketing budget, you do not come in and say, I have this money, let me dump it, because you think you're going to get a good response. That's not it. You have to test the market, because if it's not, then you have to go back and maybe you're targeting the wrong countries or the wrong cities, or maybe your age needs to be adjusted. So it takes time for Facebook to really pick up, to show the interest that you are looking to target, and to really give you the most bang for your buck, okay? Then once you get here, we're going to go to the Continue tab. And then you see to the left, now we're down into the ad copy, okay? So now this is where we are going to pick the images that we're going to do and identify the page that we're going to market from. So again, I'm going to use my personal page, and all your pages again will pop up under this drop-down menu as I showed you here. You want to make sure that your Facebook page is also connected with your Instagram page. So now when I'm scheduling this post, I'm also reaching the market on Instagram. So for those of you guys that don't know, Facebook owns Instagram. So now we have the opportunity to market on Facebook interface as well as Instagram. So if you're one of the ones that's always scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and you see sponsored posts in between your friends or your following on Instagram, this is how they're doing it, okay? So now we're here. So now I'm going to go down to my format. And I always know carousel is good. Carousel is where you can use multiple images with different text at the bottom. Obviously, this kind of speaks for itself. This is a single video slideshow or collection. I like the single image because the single image gives you an option to put 6 different photos. And why I like this so much is because I'm actually going to choose one that I actually put here, which was, I think, by Jim Rome. I think I created one. And so what I'm going to do is show you, Tony Robbins is what I did. So now what I'm going to do is show you when I browse my library. It says here, let me go back to show you this really quick. I don't want you to miss this point. So it says here, you can create up to 6 ads at once, right here, 6 photos. So what Facebook is going to do for you, let's go to Browse Library. It's going to pick and choose which picture is going to work best. So remember I told you that let's go with something motivational, and through the market, I picked Jim Rome, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Steve Harvey. So now I'm picking all these quotes in here, that I've marketed one time or another. And I'm going to pick them, and I'm going to choose 6 of them once my computer adds them. And then Facebook is going to allow all 6 to run, and they're going to pick which one is doing best for me. And I'm sorry, my computer is freezing. I probably should go and get my Mac, because Macs, for some reason, not being biased, but I don't run into this problem a lot.
That's an amazing feature.
That's
like Facebook is doing the split testing for you.
That's exactly what it's doing. So for the sake of what I'm trying to explain, let's just say there's 6 right here, okay? For whatever reason, they're not clicking for me. So you get the point, right? So once you get to that point, and am I froze altogether? Sandra, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're not froze.
Okay. It's totally froze on this end here.
Oh, maybe just on your side.
Yeah, it is. That's okay. I'm just trying to keep going because I'm right at the end. And I want to make sure I can get to this point. Okay. All right, so now I have the images here. And so if we scroll down, I'm froze. Can you hear me, Sandra?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're not frozen from here. I think it's just your computer screen.
Okay, so let me get out of here.
I think when it's on Zoom, it takes longer to load.
Okay, so now as you can see, there we go, it's still sticking, but it chose one of the 6 to pop up right here. Now, this is an example, so I don't recommend a picture that has a whole bunch of text in it, because Facebook rule is it cannot be more than 25% taken in the photo with text, okay? And so you just don't want to run into the option where Facebook is going to reject your ad. So obviously this one wouldn't be a good one, but you can always go back and edit pictures to go right back up to where I just had it right here, and then maybe add it. I just don't want to go back up and get stuck again, okay? But then here's where you would add your information. So let's just say I want to send people to my website. So I'm going to send them to Angelique.com. If I can type it, there we go. Okay. And then as you're going to see, it's going to display here. And then my headline, which is going to display right there where you see headline. Your preview is to the right, okay? So now it pulled up here, my website, and what pulled from my website here. And then I'm going to put, instead of Miss D'Angelique, I'm going to say, let's do this. It's going to pull up here. And then for my title that's up top that says all about that authentic life, it automatically pulled information from my website. So you can always go in to pull it, delete, and add to it. So let's just say for the sake of this post, this is an engagement post, so I want to engage with people, and I'm trying to find people that are in the motivational market. So obviously I'm going to say, I'm fired up today. Who's with me? Okay, as you can see, it pops up slowly but surely right here on your right-hand side. So this is a preview of your ad. Now right here, this is where you can get really creative and say tag and share. Tag someone who has been a motivating factor in your life, or you can hashtag, okay, but this is the text. Then from there, once you do that, you can have a call to action button, which is right here. You can either hit learn more, and you also have all of these buttons and these options that will show up right here. So again, this right here is your preview of your ad. And then when you scroll down, some of this stuff, it's a pixel, and a lot of this display link, you don't have to worry about that. You can key it in if you want, and it's going to show you what it is. But I'm showing you again the basic stuff. By now, once you're done, you're going to confirm. Now, here's a great indicator that you do not want to miss out on. You see this flag, this hazard? Remember I told you, you don't want to choose an ad that has a lot of text on here. Facebook is already warning me right here because they're picking up something's wrong. So you may want to go back and look at your images to choose another image that may have a little bit more text, or it's not taking a big space within that picture of that ad, okay? Recall, I was just showing you how to add different pictures. So again, you will browse your computer as you would. They have free stock. You can browse your library or you can add it from your computer. So here are the 3 options right here. Again, because unfortunately, I'm sorry, my computer froze. This may not be the best example that's showing up right here to the right, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say, okay? Once you then go through all these steps, you can look over here to the left. You'll see that we've completed every step over here. And so now you're done and you want to hit confirm. Once you hit confirm, your ad will then show up. I'll open another tab for you over here in your ads manager. So once it's done and once it's live, you would then see your ad right here, a post, and you will see that it's pending or whatever the case may be, whatever they're speaking, if it's approved and approval, it said, I'm sorry, let me see. It says status, pending status, that's what it says, once you place the ad. So again, that is the wherewithal on how to create an ad. So I recommend that you just have fun with this. You start from beginning to end and how I just walked you through the whole process of how to start, place, and complete an ad. From here, I believe, go ahead, Sandra.
Yeah, one little thing that maybe we should add to this, and that is just to warn them about the kind of things that they can, we don't want them to get their Facebook ad shut down, and just let them in on the little things that might cause that to happen.
Yes, and we can get more into that in the last video, because what we're going to do is show you how to start from beginning using the software that you signed up with to end. So what Sandra is speaking about specifically is, you remember that ClickFunnels account that you were supposed to set up, was it 4 videos ago? The ClickFunnels account is that lead capture page that you would market on Facebook to be able to reach and get people to inquire about your business or service or product that leaves Facebook into that software of that lead capture page, okay? If you are confused, don't worry about it. The next video, we're going to take you from beginning of video 1 all the way to the end of placing your video or your Facebook ad, and you're going to see the beginning all the way to the end process. So what Sandra's speaking about again specifically is you want to make sure that you have the right tools and the lead capture page in place, because if not, you cannot be spammy on Facebook. You cannot use spammy ads. You cannot. Facebook ultimately do not want you to redirect their traffic somewhere else. So that middle software needs to be in place effectively, where you are doing it right according to their policy and procedure. And again, that's what we're going to go over as we go over the last beginning to end process with you guys. So I'm excited. If you're not excited, get excited with us, because this is an awesome tool for you to start marketing your business. So that's all I have for Facebook marketing right now, Sandra. And again, if you guys want more intense training.
That was amazing. That was a great Facebook training. And so many people, this is what's stopping them from moving ahead in their business, because they don't know how to do this. So thank you for that.
Oh, for sure.
And, we'll see you in the next training.
All righty.